I'm Major Jason Markzon, Thunderbird 8, the team's advanced pilot and narrator. When I was a kid, I was mesmerized by the stars. I wanted to be an astronaut. So I looked into what it takes to be an astronaut, and a lot of the astronauts had Air Force background. So that was kind of a natural progression of where I wanted to go. And then when I was a senior in high school is when September 11th happened. And that gave me a big sense of pride in America and a lot of patriotic feelings towards service. It's the most exhilarating feeling ever. It's awesome. It's the best office view in the world, being when you strap that jet on. And it's better than any roller coaster I've ever been on, especially when you're flying inverted. You see the world from a whole different perspective, and just aviation in general is great, but especially in an F-16, it's just amazing. Thunderbird 8 is a pretty unique role. So on the title, it's advanced pilot and narrator. Aside from that, there's also media flights that we do and a bunch of different site surveys that go along with that. So we'll start with just the advanced pilot portion. I go out ahead of the team, normally about a day beforehand, and make sure all the last minute details are nicely buttoned up. Any questions that need to be answered from the airshow folks, so that when the team arrives, there's a seamless transition and the airshow kicks off without a hitch. Narrator portion is obviously the most visible, but maybe one of the smallest pieces of the job that I do. So I narrate all the demonstration maneuvers, help run the music as well that goes with that. And then sort of the tertiary thing of my job is to fly media, hometown hero flights. And that's one of the most exciting parts because one, I actually get to fly. And then I get to show people that maybe aren't necessarily in the military what it's like to be in the military. I get to talk about 130 different people that we have on our team and what goes into just generating one aircraft sortie, and there's a lot that goes into it. Like I said, the 8 job is a unique position. I get to fly around with one of 2 of my advanced dedicated crew chiefs. So what they do is they sit in the back seat of the D model that I fly, and we advance to the different show sites that we go to. And so they're sort of the maintenance expert for the team when we advance. So I kind of handle most of the ops stuff, and then my advanced dedicated crew chief will handle a lot of the maintenance. You gotta go to college, you gotta have good grades if you're trying to be a pilot in the Air Force. That's probably the first thing that's in your control that you can affect. Next, physical fitness, I would say, is a huge portion of becoming a pilot. It's important to stay in good shape, stay healthy. Can't pull G's if you can't G-string. Lastly, I would just say to have the attitude that goes along with it, not letting people tell you no. Keep pushing to hit your goals and have a positive attitude about getting to where you want to be. Role models I had growing up, there were a lot of them, but the 2 that stand out the most to me are my parents. My mom was a special ed teacher for 30 years, and the drive and motivation that she had to do that and then also come home and take care of her 3 children meant a lot, and I didn't really realize that until after I left for college. And then for my dad, there was a lot that he went through just to take care of his family. A lot of different jobs that he went through, and I know at the end of it, after working long hours and everything, it was all in just trying to take care of his family. And so I took that to heart. Those were lessons, life lessons that I learned and that I hold on to this day. My favorite part about being on this team is just being able to interact with the community, getting out there with high school visits or hospital visits to try to inspire the next generation. It really makes, I think it makes a huge difference, and it's a great feeling when you get to talk to kids of all ages really, and you see their eyes light up about what you're talking about, maybe some of the opportunities that are available in the Air Force, and just talking about your Air Force story or your life story and how you got to where you're at, and showing them that, hey, you can do it too. If I can do it, you can definitely do it.